Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week. I will be honest, it was a little tricky this week. There was a lot of mods that came out, but not a lot of people rating them. If you don't know, I try to pick mods that have at least a rating of 4.7 stars, usually 4.8 or above. And I try to find mods that have at least 50 people having rated it, because obviously if there's a mod that's rated 5 stars but only has 5 people that rated it, well, it's probably not maybe one of the top mods. Maybe it is, but it doesn't have enough rating yet to really kind of prove that. So, yeah, a lot of these are kind of below those standards, but these are the top 10 mods, highest rated mods. So, yeah, I guess you guys just weren't that interested this week. The biggest travesty, I think, is that Omatana released, I believe, 3 mods, and none of them made it into the video, which is really sad. If you don't know, Omatana does amazing work. So, of course, I will shout her out anyways. Make sure you go download her mods. She put out a farmer's market, a restaurant, and I believe a pig food production this last week, which all were absolutely fantastic. So check those out. But anyhow, let's get into the top 10 mods for this week. All right, for number 1, we have the John Deere 3010-3020. This is by EY Modding, who is well known for making kind of vintage and old school tractors. This is 14.47 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 80 people having rated it. This is a $15,000 tractor starting price, has between 53 and 63 horsepower and a max speed of 20 kilometers per hour, which ends up being about 20 miles per hour, about 19 miles per hour maybe. You can do motor configuration, wheel configuration, you could add a canopy on it, you can take the canopy away if you'd like that. There's a few other tire options as well. You don't have to do this tricycle setup, you can have 2 separate kind of tires or wheels in the front there if you want. A license plate, you can put a front loader on this. A lot of good customization for this. So make sure you guys check it out, especially if you like kind of smaller, older school tractors, or maybe you're doing kind of a start from scratch series. So there you go. This is the John Deere 3010-3020 by EY Modding. For number 2, we have the CLAAS Lexian 8900-5300. This is by GEFD25. This is 60.49 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 64 people having rated it. This is the CLAAS Lexian series, between 5000 and 8000 series. It has an EU version and a US version, which are separate. The one you're looking at here is the US version. The US version has a starting price of $377. That's $377,000, that is. And the EU version has a starting price of $324,000. The US will range between 408 and 653 horsepower, and the EU one actually does 313 to 790. So, yeah, I didn't know there's that much of a difference between the EU and US configurations for this, but regardless of that, there's not a header in this pack or anything like that. You can do the Terra track, which you see out here in front of you. That's one of the tire configurations that gives it those tracks in the front. You also can put numbers up to 9 on it. This one's labeled 9 just for the sake of labeling it. You can get way longer pipes on it if you wanted to. I just wanted it all to kind of fit on the screen nicely, so you have that. But it's well detailed. Got a lot of good options for you to be able to customize it and make it kind of perfect for what you got going on. And of course, you could be very traditional to whatever area you're working in. If you're in the EU, playing on a map in the EU, or in the US, playing on a map in the US, you could, use whatever version, or if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that either. But anyhow, really cool set. This is the CLAAS Lexian 8900-5300 series. For number 3, we have the John Deere 1630 and Tools. This is by the ARM team, or ARM team, 7.28 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 62 people having rated it. The tractor itself in this pack, which is the John Deere tractor in front of you, is $12,000 to buy, 70 horsepower, has 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive options. You can add the front loader attachment, and then you can add the Stoll 910, which is also in this pack, which is the actual front loader arm on there. And then I just put a generic bucket on it, which honestly that bucket is that's the small front loader bucket. That seems almost too big for this tractor. But yes, it's a small front loader setup, so just be aware of that. The tractor has a max speed of 30 kilometers per hour, about 19-20 miles per hour. Oh, and I should also note the front loader attachment itself is $1,000 plus bucket or whatever else you want to put on it. So just be aware of that. But still, pretty cool to see another kind of older, more old school, not super old school, but older school kind of John Deere tractor that comes with this this set here. So I really like that. But anyhow, there you guys go. That's the John Deere 1630 and Tools by the ARM team. For number 4, we have the John Deere 1075 Hay Wagon. This is by Rooster Mods, 5.82 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 49 people having rated it. This is $8,000 to buy, has, well, some dimensions listed and things like that, but this will hold 153 bales is what it says. I'm assuming that's the small little mini bales. I can't imagine this holding 153 full-size bales, but regardless, still pretty cool. And with that too, I should also note, and I probably could have check to see what bales. I just wasn't paying attention earlier, so we're just gonna go with it's the small ones only. Some of you guys might roast me in the comments, but it is what it is. You can do this with an auto load function as well, which is pretty cool. And you can also change the configuration to get rid of that kind of rack on the back there standing up. So if you wanted to change that away, you can get rid of that. So pretty cool. Actually, I like this. Nice little hay wagon setup here. Perfect. So yeah, maybe if you're setting up a hay ride for your farm or something like this might be the perfect trailer for you. But there you go. That's the John Deere 1075 hay wagon by Rooster Mods. Moving on to number 5, we have the Fiatria Series 90. This is by Edo Mod, CR82, and Sabafo Farming. 63.99 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms and currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 144 people having rated it. I think this got the most ratings last week of any mod, so pretty impressive for that. But yeah, this is a very customizable Fiat tractor. Very cool. A lot of different horsepower configurations. All sorts of stuff that you can configure to this. I put the front 3-point link on it because I thought that looked pretty cool. You can change the exhaust system, lighting, stuff like that. A lot of tire configurations. Very cool tractor. The starting price is $43,500 to buy. It will go between 160 and 180 horsepower, and you can drive this thing up to 35 kilometers per hour or probably about 24 miles per hour. So there you go. That is the Fiatria Series 90. So pretty cool. Really like this tractor. Moving on to number 6, we have the John Deere Model A. This is another mod by EY Modding. As mentioned earlier, does really good old school tractors, and this is definitely one of those right here. There's actually 3 mods that came out by EY Modding last week, and 2 of them made the top 10, so well done, EY Modding. EY Modding's no stranger to my top 10 list, that's for sure. You guys seem to really like the tractors and old school stuff that he puts out. So yeah, definitely well done on that. This is 6.93 megabytes to download. It is for all platforms, as is I think pretty much everything EY Modding does. It is rated 4.7 out of 5 stars with 49 people having rated it. This has a base price $8,000, a lot of different customizations on it. Only has 20 horsepower. I guess I shouldn't say a lot of different customizations. There's a couple different things you can change, mostly just with the wheel configuration. Has 20 horsepower, so not a lot of pulling power. Might be perfect to pull your little hay wagon around though if you wanted to do that. Max speed is 15 kilometers per hour, about 9 miles per hour, so it's not going to go very fast, but really cool old school tractor if you wanted to drive this around. For number 7, we have the Claus Volto Pack. This is by Agrar Design Austria, 29.21 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars with 42 people having rated it. This is a pack of 2 different tethers, the Claus Volto 60 and the Claus Volto 80. This is the Volto 80 that's in front of you. This is the bigger one. The Claus Volto 60, the smaller one, is $13,000 to buy, working speed of 15 kilometers per hour, about 9 miles per hour. Has a required horsepower 30 horsepower, weighs 720 kilograms, has 6 rotors, and it has a 5.8 meter working width. Claus Volto 80 has a working width of 7.7 meters, and that's the one you're looking at here. Has 8 rotors, as you can see, weighs 910 kilograms, requires 60 horsepower, and same working speed at 15 miles per hour. Actually that says 15 miles per hour. That one said 15 kilometers per hour. I believe they meant 15 kilometers per hour. This one I believe is also 15 kilometers per hour. I believe that's a typo there. And the bigger one is 18,000 as opposed to the 13,000 to buy. So there you go. But anyhow, if you like Claus equipment or you need a nice little tether for your farm, this is perfect for you. This is the Claus Volto Pack by Agrar Design Austria. For number 8, we have the Customized Fence Cow Barn. This is by Lancy Boy, 59.99 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 49 people having rated it. This is $80,000 to buy, well, euros, pounds, whatever you're using. It's going to be $80,000 to buy, $80 a day in upkeep, and it will hold 150 cows unless you customize the pasture to make it a little bit bigger. So 150 cows is actually pretty decent right off the bat there, so actually not a bad capacity there. Of course, since it's by Lancy Boy, it's very well done. It's got a lot of good details to it and everything like that. You can see the animal trigger down there, milk trigger down there, all that good stuff. Yeah, really cool cow barn here. You can customize the fence, of course, and do whatever you'd like to do and make it fit whatever you got going on. So there you go. That is the Customized Fence Cow Barn by Lancy Boy. Moving on to number 9, as we get close to wrapping up, we have the Halftimbered farm buildings. These are by Modding Association Katsuo, 54.09 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 5 out of 5 stars, with 35 people having rated it. There are 3 different kind of style of buildings in this pack. There's this one here, it's the Half-Timbered Barn. There's a different version of it as well, which is a different color. $95,000 to buy, $75 a day maintenance. There's also a Half-Timbered House with silo, That is $165,000 to buy, $75 a day maintenance as well, has a capacity of 400,000 liters. And there's the Halftimbered pig barn, which is $125,000 to buy, also $75 a day maintenance, and will hold 50 pigs. So yeah, if you kind of like this style of building, this kind of more old school, timbered style building, this is perfect for you. So there you go. That's the Halftimbered farm buildings by Modding Association Katsuo. And for number 10 in our final mod for the week, we have the Pillzer Pack. This is by Pillzer and ML Studio. It is 29.96 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars with 81 people having rated it. The reason I'm giggling a little bit is this is my third time trying to record this part of the video, so hopefully this will work out this time. But anyhow, this is a very cool, very unique pack here. It has Pillzer branding and everything. There's a couple different like kind of treatment fluids and stuff like that you can buy in the store, which I'll kind of explain as we go here. So first off, there's a couple of decorative items, which is that kind of tent in the middle, which is kind of like an advertisement tent, and those little signs in front of it. You can place those down to say your field's being, you know, got Pillzer stuff going on. I don't know. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. But anyhow, on the far left-hand side there, we have a seed treatment factory there, which you can put different like corn and stuff like that in there to make seeds with seed treatment fluid. And on the far right side, one of the bigger, cooler parts of this is you can put in slurry plus a like some sort of treatment liquid, and it makes digestate, but it makes a lot more to kind of be more bang for your buck. So if you put in, I think it's like 1,500 liters of, I believe if I remember, 1,500 liters of slurry plus like 10 liters of that treatment fluid, you get like over 2,000 liters of digestate. So pretty cool. You can kind of multiply what you got going on a little bit that way if you like to. I will say, when placing that thing on the right there, it will be hovering above the ground and you'll be very scared to place it. But when you do place it, it'll go into the ground where you placed it and be level around. However, if I just kind of pan over here just a little bit to the right-hand side, when you go to delete it, you will have a big hole in the ground. So just be aware of that. Otherwise, really cool pack. Very cool. So, yeah, there you go. That is the Pillzer Pack by Pillzer and ML Studio. And that is our top 10 mods of the week. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.